Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rap Battle Championship between Sid Vicious and T Rabbit. Yo, Sid Vicious, is there anything you want to say?
You ain't true to this. You got a tag on your head, and after this battle, you're gonna go home crying to your mama.
Oh, shoot. T Rabbit, what do you got to say about that?
If you only have one shot, one opportunity, one moment, what do? Capture it or let it slip away?
DJ, spin that.
All things said, it's only one winner, and I just ate you up like a chicken dinner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the champion, T
Yeah. Welcome to Nightlife. Here's Kirk and Kelly Gilbert.
Living it up, laughing it up, why would it to my tell your family that the party never ends. Living it up, laughing it up, why we're listening up all night. Living it up, laughing it up, why we're listening up all night.
A man of influence who never backs down from a challenge. Your host of Nightlife, Tim Fergus.
Ladies and gentlemen, the precious and perky Sydney. Yeah. Whew. It is a joy to be with you today. Thank you for tuning in. Now, I know you can be watching all kinds of things, but I'm grateful that you've tuned in to watch Nightlife. See, every program has a theme, and today's theme is influence. Now, how many have seen the movie The Big Fat Greek Wedding? You guys see Big Fat Greek Wedding? You didn't see Big Fat Greek Wedding? You didn't see Sydney, please.
It. Yes,
tell
I've
me.
seen it.
I know, you got married. You couldn't get married without watching Big Fat Greek Wedding. In there, okay, there's the mother, and her name is Maria, and she's giving advice to her daughter, and she says, "Let me tell you something, Tola. The man is the head, but the woman is the neck, and she can turn the head any way she wants." That's the power of influence. Kirk, Kellen, Sydney, what make a car do you drive?
Nissan Altima.
Okay, what do you drive?
A Mitsubishi Lancer.
Okay, I wouldn't tell too many people that. Sydney, what kind of car do you drive?
A Honda Civic.
Honda Civic, okay, and we drive those cars because somewhere along the line we've been influenced. What kind of phone?
iPhone.
iPhone.
Okay, these are people I like. Good, yeah, we're doing good. See, how about favorite restaurant?
Oh, that's a tough one. Jamaican restaurants.
Jamaican restaurant.
Anything pizza. Anything steak.
You're really not helping my open here because I'm talking about influence. Because we watch these programs, we watch commercials, and we're influenced by them. So you think about the brand of clothing you have, the phone that you drive the car, eat at restaurants. We all do this because of influence. See, businesses are made because of the ability to influence consumers, to purchase or to use their products. Think about it. One 30-second commercial. Guys, can you hear this? One 30-second commercial during the last Super Bowl was $4.5 million. They're expecting to influence people through television, radio, internet sites, and all media are trying to do the influence. Now, they want you to trust them, and they want to influence your opinions and your decisions. Now, music, though, is one of the great influencers. See, apart from the words, the melody itself can make you feel happy, make you feel sad, feel angry, feel at peace. Music has driven armies into battles, put kings to rest, and then you add the words. the lyrics, then you have another situation. See, the words and the music together stick in our heads forever. They influence how we feel, and they can influence the way that we think, for good or for evil. Our guest recognizes that power and is determined to impact our culture for good. Stay tuned, because music artist Frisson is in the house. Guys, take us out.
If you're lost, you can look and you will find me on the line. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting on the line. You look and you will find me on the line. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting.
You know, you can be an influence anywhere you go, even before you board your flight. Take a look at this. Well, if you aren't familiar with that song, the passenger did his own rendition of No Diggity by Blackstreet, and the backstory behind his dance is that a Southwest gate agent in New Orleans apparently said jokingly that if there were any questions before boarding, customers had to sing. So Tim, my question to you, if you're in his shoes, what would you sing?
I'd probably do Turn It Up by Planet Shakers, or maybe, just to be a little different, David Crowder Band's Run Devil Run. That'd be a good one. But I can see them doing it at Southwest. They do some crazy things there.
They are definitely a little crazy
That's
over there.
That was funny. Thanks for that, Sydney. Speaking, ladies and gentlemen, all I've got to say is the guys and the news of the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is, or at least you're wondering. Kellen, tell them.
Today is National Princess Day, and this day was first started in 1994 after the animated film The Swan Princess was released.
And princesses are beautiful, smart, and independent.
And their loyalties have no bounds. And we have some princesses with us today. Girls, say what's up!
Happy Princess Day, everybody.
I would have to say my wife is the most influential person in my life because of all the deficiencies of a personality that I have. I had hoped that she would offset that.
I'd have to say my mother. My mother's always been there since, like, my parents aren't together anymore. So my mom's been a big role model, kind of pushing through 3 kids and everything. Yeah.
I'd say probably my father. He would definitely be the most influential person in my life.
And why is he the most influential?
Well, because, you know, being a Christian, he really taught me about the importance of spending time with the Lord and developing that relationship with God. And the older I get, the more I appreciate that. So that would be the reason.
I would say my mom. She makes me want to, like, go big in life and do big things. I want to make her proud.
Muhammad Ali.
And why was Muhammad Ali the biggest influence in your life?
Oh, he was just a great fighter for human rights and for, you know, he was 22 years old and he stood up to the most powerful country in the world and said he wouldn't fight their war. I never got over that.
Oh, man. I got to say, too, I definitely got to say my mom and dad. Both of them. Very influential in my life, absolutely.
And how come?
My dad, he was such a hard worker, taught me how to work hard, how to not be lazy, you know, and how to be disciplined. My mom really showed us how to love and how to be compassionate and caring. So thankful for that.
Well, we're talking about influencers and influence in our culture today, and there is nothing, not too many things actually, much more influencing in our culture than rap. And with us today, we want to welcome to the program Frisson. Come on down. Glad to have you here, man.
Thank you.
All right, have a seat. Have a seat. Now, we did our little bit at the beginning of the program. Just one honest thing. just tell the guys that I was really great, and
yeah, I
that
was
Sydney
impressed.
and the guys were a little iffy.
Oh yeah, definitely impressed. Definitely impressed.
Now, how long have you been interested in rap? Has it been something your whole life?
Definitely. I've been rapping since probably about six or seven. Gospel rap. So, you know, I did that for a long time. Yeah, 6 or 7 is when I started. So.
Is it something that you felt, you know, this is a way that I can honor God through what I know how to do?
Definitely, you can.
How did you know you had this skill? Did you just like one day just started rapping and everybody's like, wow, man, you got a skill?
It kind of generates. You start writing music. You start trying to, you know, do what you hear. And, you know, for me, trying to, you know, transfer what I heard in rap music to gospel. So that was pretty interesting. But, yeah, so I did that for a while. And, yeah, people listen to it. People like the catchy beats. Especially if you're saying something that means something, you know, you can influence a lot. So
now it's hard to do gospel rap. It's got to be from as far as if you're wanting to influence a lot of people and because there's so much demand out there for everyone. Right. We see a lot of artists change over the years to doing more secular stuff because they want to have, you know, the income, the influence, things like that. Did you ever go through a phase where you went from being a Christian artist to just trying to do more secular stuff?
Definitely. Younger, everybody goes through that stage in life where they're trying to find themselves, I guess. I had a short period in that time. I came right back though. I started singing back in high school in church, and you know, just using singing and all of that. Went back to the rap music. But I did change up, even with that, I changed up the way I did my rap music. So, like, it's not secular music, it's positive music, and my upbringing is embedded in my rap music now. It's not blatant, but it's definitely there. You can't deny that, so.
Are you telling a story?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What's the story you're trying to tell as you do your music?
Well, a lot of it comes from the frustrations from what I feel is missing in rap music now. So story-wise, I would say I'm trying to I'm really trying to bring back lyrics. It seems like lyrics aren't important in rap music anymore. So my emphasis is on lyrics, positivity, motivation, things along that lines. So, and think about the kids, of course. So.
Why do you think the genre has become so negative? Is it just life in general, or is it just the way that the artists are looking at life, or why? You know, because you're bringing life and positivity and hope to the music. Why has it gone the other way?
I think a lot of it has to do with what you said, the way they view life. I think a lot of it is what they think people want to hear. Like, I think it's so far from just telling a story now, as opposed to trying to fit this description of what they're trying to be now. It's morphed into a whole different thing now. So
has it left? Most music starts out in a purity as far as speaking something about the culture, speaking something about a need, whether it's love or justice or community or whatever. It doesn't matter what, you know, rock and roll started out that way, blues started out that way, you know, even classical music to a point wanted to give a life to a culture and things like that. What the struggle that is in our culture today, is rap music reflective of that, or is it helping to add fuel to the fire of that?
Both. I believe both. And it's just the direction you want to take with it. It's definitely the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing, you know, and what I get from certain rappers. There's definitely good rappers out there, but what I get from certain rappers is it's the fuel to the fire aspect of it. And that's not the road that we should be taking. So, you know, I changed that up. You know, I try to pick great beats. People like to hear good rhythms, good beats, and you put, you know, very good lyrics over top of those beats with a purpose, you know.
So what is your heartbeat? What, you know, your music is going to be reflective of your heartbeat. What is your heartbeat? What do you hope to do with your music?
What do I hope to do with the music? Well, I want to motivate people, number one. So actually, that's actually my genre of music. So I rap, but like even my album, when I do release the album, it's going to be entitled Motivation Music. And the vision for Motivation Music was basically to make music in a general sense to where anybody, no matter what they're doing or whatever they're focused on, they can plug themselves into my music and it be about them. Like Blood, Sweat, Tears. I wrote Blood, Sweat, Tears because, you know, I actually wanted to write it for football, but it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. It was too focused on football, so I morphed it into this thing that, you know, a tennis player, a singer, you know, a dancer, anybody, you know, anybody who has competition, they can plug themselves into that song and it be about them. So I definitely want to do that. And, you know, I really just want to make clean music, you know, with the purpose that you can be proud of playing in front of your kids. One thing that bothers me is seeing cars drive by and they're listening to the craziest songs and they got 3 car seats in the back. You know, if you don't think that's influencing the kids, you know, you got another thing coming.
Well, there's such a power in music. There's such a power in the ability, the beat driving, and then the words adding to that has that kind of impact. You talked about your song Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and we've got that video, and we just want to play that song for you so you get a better feel of who Frisson is.
I'm all in, I'm giving it everything that I have. I will not be defeated. Didn't come this far for any other reason. Not playing that game with my emotions where I'm looking back, broken in shame, wishing I focused in. I've been prepared mentally. It doesn't matter my state physically, because today is the only day that matters. When it passes, what's in it will stay to write history. So out of the gate, bring out the vigor. Locate, deliver in no state. Consider the feelings of all the opposition. You must remember that their goal is not your mission. They want to enter your mind, render ambition. Find some ammunition to blind you from your mission in time. It's a vicious design, but competition defined. It's just that, so live it. And if you're driven, decide to bust back. Give it your blood, sweat, tears, do it. 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 Got nothing left, I gave it all, I do it. Blood, sweat, tears, 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 do it. Got nothing left, I gave it all, I do it. Blood, sweat, tears, nothing left. I've given my all, but switch gears when I need it, because I'm driven by all the adversity and competition. Keep talking, I'm on a mission and filling my plan perfectly, cause I certainly got something to prove. No fears, you're in the way, got nothing to lose. Top tier, I promise I'm on the way up, and honestly no one wait, cause I'll probably blow them away. The quality of my lyrics is promising, got them subconsciously hearing my motivational speaking, audibly interfering with all that basic thinking, replacing it with that fire like Dylon. I'm the best compared to what you're hearing. You hate me like Tommy Lahren, lie like she caught you staring at what God fabricated. Admit it, you're just a hater, so just look forward to it just like the weekend, because I'm constantly getting stronger, I'm never weak. Blood, sweat, tears, do it. 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 Got nothing left, I gave it all, I do it. Blood, sweat, tears, 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 do it. left, I gave it all, I do it,
Hey, FOP, what up?
Thank you for joining us today. We are to be influencers in every area of our life. Jesus called us to be light and to be salt, meaning that we're to bring hope and life, to preserve our culture from rotting. Listen, it's easy to be influenced by the bad things in this world. The news, music, Facebook, so many other things are vying for our attention and to influence us. The Apostle Paul challenges us not to allow these things to influence us. In his letter to the church of Philippi, he says this: fix your thoughts on what's true, on what's honorable, on what's right, on what's pure, on what's lovely, on what's admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. In other words, be influenced by what God has to say, not what everyone else. The way we think influences the outcome of our day, our dreams, and all those around us. Ask yourself, are you excited about what God is going to do or can do? Or are you fearful about what's going on in the world and how bad things have become? Do you feel hopeless about the future? See, the way the world is, it takes a miracle of God for us to stay positive and to believe in what is right and what is pure and what is hopeful. Well, if that's what you need, our friends are here and they're ready to talk with you, to pray with you, to help you get that kind of miracle so that you can be filling up. 888-665-4483, 888-665-4483. Talk to them about the battles that you're facing. Allow them to encourage you. See, you aren't facing these battles alone. Now, if you're doing okay, let me challenge you with a little way that you can influence many people every day. Want to know? It's not too big of a secret. It's just this. See, if you smile, generally people will smile back. And you've influenced them and you've brightened their day. Do it enough times and the people that you're sharing your smile with want to know why you smile all the time. And you can share the love of God with them, what He's given to you, and you will help someone in need. Listen, it's not hard. You can do this. From all of us here at Nightlife, thank you for hanging out with us. We hope that we brought a little light into your night. Guys, you ready to take us out?
You think you're fooling someone. You don't think I notice the way that you put up a front. You don't think I know it. You make excuses for the way you make sense. You sin willingly and try to cover with grace. But like a window, I see right through your face, into your heart. You must think I'm crazy, yeah, delusional, yeah, straight tripping, outline under control. Not trying to be in your business, but you're in mine. Cause every time you try to say you're living right, I said, who you think you're fooling? 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 I said, who you think you're fooling? 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 I said, who you think you're fooling? 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 Oh, who you think you're fooling? Yeah. Who you think you're fooling? Yeah. Listen up, y'all. It seems strange to me, the way that you're living. How can you do the things you do and say you're a Christian? You profess it, you're the one that lives in Christ. But when I see you, I never see the light. So don't get offended at me, you know there's something different between us. Tell them, kid. Cause you must think I'm crazy.